Hi everyone. So it's 9 p.m. and we are going to do a little quick training this evening just on contacts. So I'm going to get started straight away because people can watch the replay, and then if people jump on, that's great, and you can catch up at the beginning anyway. So I really want to talk about contacts because it's something that keeps cropping up a lot at the moment. Um, about warm contacts, about how many contacts a day, about building with cold contacts, how to find contacts, because contacts are the lifeblood of our business. So I feel like it's a really important training, and it's going to be quite quick, and then it's something that you definitely need to duplicate down to your teams. So if you are in this group, you're all executive and above, and that means that you have committed to being a business builder. So if you are in here as an executive and as a business builder, this training is something you need to take really seriously in regards to contacts. If you listen to this and you're thinking, I don't want to do what Emma's talking about, I don't want to stick to those habits, then you need to seriously think about whether you are just a distributor and just happy selling, or you might have got to executive off the back of distributed products, and that's fine, but this is really reaching out to everyone that is building a business. So with a traditional business, obviously we have stock, we might have a premises, we have overheads and things like that. The beauty of our business is that we get started absolutely for free, and all we need is an inventory of contacts, which we all have. Got my notes here as well, so if I look down, it's just because I'm referring to my notes because I don't want to miss anything. So we all have our contacts, and it doesn't matter what size contact list you start with. We all have them to begin with because we all have friends, we all have family, we've all gone to school with people, we've all gone to college with people, we've all worked with people, we all meet mums at the school gates, we all go to weddings and socialise. And we all go to the bank and to the post office and things like that and meet people. So there is no reason why we can't be expanding our contact list all the time. So the first thing that you need to be doing as a business builder, and definitely what you need to be duplicating to people that tell you and indicate that they want to be a business builder, and by someone doing 1,000 points in our business and you having a discussion with them around their goals, you will know whether they want to be a business builder. They then need to be writing their contact list. I speak to people on a weekly basis that have not written a contact list. It is the number one thing that you need to do in this business when you're starting as a business builder. On average, it is said that we know around 2,000 contacts statistically. When I first joined this business, I was like, wow, no way, I definitely don't know 2,000 people, but probably if someone sat me down with a gun to my head, I would have thought of 2,000 people. So it's just the fact that we kind of don't dig deep enough in the backs of our minds to think about who we do actually know. And the reason why you need to be writing your contact list rather than just thinking, oh yeah, I know that person, I'll message them, or I know that person, or I've seen that person pop up on my Facebook, I'll message them, is because as we write our contacts down on a page, it is clearing more space in our memories for other names to pop back in. So I really recommend that it doesn't matter how long that you've been in the business, you actually rewrite your contact list. And this is something that I do on a regular basis, is that I rewrite my contact list, and every time I do it, I guarantee that I will think of somebody that wasn't on there before. So after this call, I want everyone to get back to basics and be writing their contact lists and duplicating this within your teams. It's so important. I really recommend for people to start Googling a memory jogger. There's some really good ones online. I can pop one up in the group as well. So in our silver booklets, our Fast Start booklets, we say to start off writing your contact list based around friends, family, community and workplace. I think we can dig a little bit deeper with this, and if we get some good memory joggers, if anyone's found any good ones that they use as well, please pop them in the group on this feed, because we can dig a little bit deeper with that. Who did we go to school with? Who did we go to the gym with? Who currently does our nails? Who's done our nails before? Same for hair, same for makeup for events. Who have you come across at the school gates, at a mum's group? Who did your partner go to school with? Start going through your partner's circle of influence. Who's in your mum's circle of influence that you've met? Your mum's friends children, people like that. So your brothers, sisters, you know, you've got to really be thinking and working through these circles of influences that you've got sat there. You could have your next strong rubies already sat in your warm contact list, but you haven't worked your circles of influences properly. And I do believe that it takes quite a while for you to work your warm market, your warm contacts, people that you know in your circles of influences properly. So many people say after about a week, I've worked my warm market, and I think, no, you haven't. You haven't gone through your circles of influences properly. You need to be looking through your partner's circles of influences and all these other people that you know. And remember, with the people that we know, it's so important to start with these people, because there's a level of trust there as well. So loads of people come on board and say, I'm not going to speak to anyone that I know because you know, they just won't be interested. Well, you've massively prejudged someone. The number one rule in our business is never to prejudge. You don't actually know what is going on behind closed doors. You might think that your friend already has a really nice lifestyle because her husband's got a really good job. You don't know if she sat at home thinking, I just wish I was doing something for myself. I wish that I could bring in my own finances. You don't know how sick somebody is of their job really deep down just because they don't talk about it in a social situation. You need to completely not prejudge anyone and give everyone an equal opportunity to this. I'm going to use a little example of Daniel and Rick Norell, who we have in our support system. Rick got introduced to this business. Imagine if he had said, I'm not going to speak to my brother Daniel about this business. He would not be interested. He already earns really good money. Think now of how amazing Daniel's Blue Diamond lifestyle is. He travels all around the world with his family, with his 2 children. He gets all the time in the world to spend with his 2 children and his wife. They basically pick what beach in the world that they want to live by and then move there, and have built the most phenomenal lifestyle. But that is because Rick spoke to his brother about this opportunity. So make sure you're speaking to people that you know that are close to you. There's a level of trust there. They know that you won't be involved in something dodgy or a scam. Business builds quicker when there's a level of trust there. That is a proven fact. But also, if someone says, what's the worst someone's going to say to you? That's really not for me. Okay, it's not for you, but do you know anyone in your circle of influence that might be interested in earning an extra income from home? Or do you know anyone that would be interested in taking a look at my products or hosting a product party? We need to be asking every single person on our warm contact list for support and for referrals as well. Nicholas Osterberg, Million Circle earner in our support system. I think, I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me, but I think his last 8 legs in his business came through referrals. So everyone that we speak to, if they say no, then we need to be asking them for referrals in the business, and if they're interested in the products as well. Every single person that you speak to could be a potential business builder, distributor, or a customer. So make sure that we're not just taking a no, we're asking for these other things. And something that really changed my business when I got involved was the book Go for No. If anyone hasn't read the book Go for No, I really recommend it. It's a really thin little book. You'll read it in about an hour or listen to the audio. I was recommended to read it on my first year in the business, and I didn't. As a lot of you know, that was a massive mistake, that I didn't listen to anything I was told in my first year. And then when I started taking this opportunity seriously, I read Go for No, and it completely changed my mindset. It completely makes you realise why, if someone says no to the opportunity, they might be a potential customer to go down that referral route, but also why a no is a really good positive thing as well. It means you're a step closer to that yes. So get writing your contact list and really work in those circles of influence properly. And also, the worst thing ever is if you think, oh, I won't speak to that person because they really won't be interested, and you're prejudging. How is anyone going to feel if you're sat in an event and someone on your warm contact list walks in with someone else? The worst feeling ever. I've been there. I know a few other people in this support group have been there as well. It's awful. Don't let that be you. Make sure that you're speaking to absolutely everyone and giving everyone an equal opportunity here. And remember that you're completely working your warm market as well while you're building up your social media. So while you're doing your attraction marketing, your social media posts, building up your customer groups. So it actually speeds up the process of business as well. I always say to people that if you are hoping to just build this business off the back of just cold contacts, you need to expect it to take longer, because there's not that level of trust there. You know, you're going to have to go through a lot higher numbers. Business does build quicker going through your warm market. So remember, you can still be building your cold contacts through whatever you're doing, through social media, through your attraction marketing. You can still be doing everything else. You're walking and talking and other things, but please work your warm contacts as well. And you should always be adding to your warm contact list as well. So I always say a warm contact is someone that I've had some interaction with. So if I'm in a social situation, so for example, I've recruited a couple of people at weddings that I've been sat next to, because I haven't gone into the business while I've been sat there next to them at the wedding. But you know, when we've got chatting, what do you do? I've got my own business. Spoken to them a little, maybe dropped in a little bit about products, maybe got my lip gloss out my bag and things like that. And then as soon as I've had a conversation with them, and I always like to get connected with people on my social media because I feel like it's a modern day business card. So then we can go away from whatever social situation that we're in. I'm using an example of a wedding, but it could be a mum that you meet at the school gates. It could be someone at a networking event. It could be someone at you know, like a mum's group or whatever. As soon as I've had that initial conversation with them, I feel like they're a bit more, they're not a cold contact anymore, they're kind of a lukewarm contact, and I like to get them on my social media because I like to allow them to watch what I'm doing. So I feel like it you know, cuts out a little bit of the exposure process. People still need quite a lot of exposures to our business to become involved, but they can watch what you're doing, and it builds that level of trust as well. I think when we're connected with people on social media, we can sometimes then meet up with them and we feel like we know them because we've watched so much about their life, and so we are building that level of trust in a bit more of an indirect way. So anyone that I've spoken to on that level in a social situation, I like to get connected in whatever way I can onto my social media platforms, and people are really open to that as well. I don't feel weird at all saying to people, are you on Facebook? I'll have to add you. I've done that to loads of the mums at the mums groups that I've met with Jensen. I've never gone there to speak about my business. People have asked what I've done, and then, you know, I'll just get into general conversation with them, what other I'm using my personal example here. What other groups do you go to? You know, you can tailor your conversation to make it natural to you. And then I'll say you on Facebook will have to get connected on there. People don't think that's a weird thing at all. So make sure you're using that. And I've had quite a few of the people that I've then met through different classes with Jensen, again using a personal example, but you can do this in any scenario, then message me directly saying, what is your business all about? I've been watching your Facebook page. So it is a little bit of a way to convert some of these contacts through your attraction marketing as well. So just a few ideas. I'm using baby groups as an example, but you can do it in any situation. So if you're having your hair done, your nails done, you're at a networking group, you're at a wedding, wherever you are, you can get connected with more people on your social media and turn them into more warm contacts. So other ways to find contacts as well, you know, we're really like focusing on social media loads at the moment, which is great. It's a great way to connect with people quickly, but I think what we often forget is the walking and talking. So a little bit about what I've just said, that is a little bit of walking and talking. But even in a bit of a colder situation, so if you're being served in a shop or the bank or the post office, these are all perfect ways to prospect. And you can actually, you can plan an afternoon to go and walk into places specifically for this, or you can just let it be part of your natural day. So if you just happen to be getting served in a shop. And I will always say to people, if I genuinely like them, so don't get me wrong, I will not just prospect anybody for the sake of it, just for numbers. I have to have a genuine feeling about them. I think that's really important, is that how are you going to build relationships with someone to build this business properly if you don't have a genuine feeling that they would be good at this business, or that you would genuinely get on with them and genuinely connect with them? I think it's really important. A lot of the people that I've recruited into the business have become really good friends because I genuinely liked them before I prospected them. I had that feeling about them. I felt they'd be good at the business, and I felt I'd get on with them, and I felt that I had something in common with them. So if I come across a really bubbly girl in a shop, I'm going to say, how long have you worked here? Do you like what you do? Just general relationship building questions, really simple ones, because obviously they're in a work situation and don't want to make it awkward for anyone. Do you love your job? Most people will say no. Or that's actually I would say, if they say they didn't like their job, oh well, actually you'd be so perfect for my business. Have you ever thought of earning an extra income alongside what you do? A lot of people will just say, oh well, give me the details just to be nosy anyway. And then I'll say, it's not an appropriate time to chat because you're at work. Drop me your email address down or your number and I'll contact you later with more details. And then if you're not, because we don't want to just throw up all over them and give them too much information. We want to use the tools properly, so then we want to get them along to an event, we want to get them onto an online presentation, we want to send them some links to look at. Maybe we want to get connected with them on social media to allow them to see what we're doing, build that trust, get our attraction marketing kicking in. If someone says that they absolutely love their job, oh, that's such a shame because you'd be so perfect for my business and I'm recruiting in this area at the moment. 9 times out of 10 people will be like, oh, what is it? Again, it's not appropriate because you're at work. Drop me your contact details down and I'll send you some information. The aim that you're looking for is to walk away with a business card, an email address, a phone number. And I see so many people do this all the time to build their business so well, but I also see a lot of people not taking advantage of this. If you're walking past a salon, why not quickly pop in and say about the products that you've got? You've got before and after pictures on your phone. You can go in and just start a really polite conversation. The worst that anyone is ever going to say to you is no. If someone says no to you, okay, no problem, thank you very much for your time, on to the next. It's and again, going back, that's why you need to read the book Go for No. A no is a good thing. It means you're a step closer to a yes. So let's have some fun with building our contacts through other means as well. So walking and talking. I would love everyone tomorrow to get out there, get out of their comfort zones and start practicing this. If you feel awkward the first time you do it, that's completely fine. I did. I had Catherine Freeman, my mentor, right behind me when I started doing this for the first time, which was even more awkward because she was listening to what I'm saying. So get out there, start having some fun with building your contact list as well. Especially if you feel like you haven't started off with a lot of contacts. I know some people have got thousands of people on their Facebook and loads of contacts before they've even got going with this, and it's great. But if you've just started off with maybe a smaller contact list, get out there and start building your contact list. If you don't build your contact list and you don't start talking to people, no one else is going to do it for you. It's down to you, and practice makes perfect. Soon it will just roll off your tongue. You won't even need to think about, what I need to prospect someone, what am I going to do? I easily speak to 3 new people a day now because it is just a habit. I just know I'm going to speak to at least 3 people because I'm talking to people everywhere that I go. And Christian Christensen, our amazing upline and our support system, he says if you're finding this business hard, you talk to people. If you're still finding it hard, you talk to more people. That's all this business is talking to people. But if you're not willing to do that, your business isn't going to go anywhere. No one else is going to talk to these contacts for you, and they're not just going to float down out of anywhere for you to build your business. You need to push yourself forward. And other ways to make contacts, pamper parties, absolutely amazing, especially this time of year. Any of you that listened into Ruby Call on Monday night, I spoke about pamper parties a lot. It's a great way at this time of year to find contacts. Great way to book them because people are wanting to get together with their friends for Christmas. Why not tie in with some Christmas shopping with our products? And then of course at the end of a pamper party, you're always saying to people, if anyone would be interested in earning an extra income alongside what they do, if anyone would like to sell products like I am, then come and have a chat with me. Again, if you're at a stall or a Christmas fair, you can have a little sign up saying something of those words anyway, so hopefully it will attract people into you. And yeah, it's just an amazing way not only to generate volume but also to find contacts as well. So if you ever do a pamper party, never ever leave without asking people would they be interested in doing the same as you, and building that contact list as well. If you are there doing a pamper party for yourself in your own network, make sure you again get connected where you can on social media with the people there, because you've spoken to them and you've asked them if they are sorry, my phone has just gone really strange with these filters. I didn't know you could filter a video. Sorry. So you can be speaking to them and then connecting with them on social media the same way. It's not weird or awkward. People just find it really natural in this day and age for you to get connected with them on social media. So make sure that you're doing that. And also, so gone a little bit into different ways to find contacts and why you should be working your warm market and things like that. I just really want to touch on quickly. We're on the 10th of the month, and I have spoken to a few people this week and even today that have I feel like they might have given up a little bit. And I am not really one for giving up. I haven't got a give up mentality. I'm like absolutely will not quit. So I often find it really hard to understand why early in the month people tend to think that it's all over for them and they've given up. I really just want to point everyone back over to some amazing training that we had in the distributor group on Sunday by Claire. She generated nearly 2,000 points in 48 hours for herself. Absolutely amazing. And so I feel like on the 10th, when we've got nearly 3 weeks left of the month, no one should be giving up. And that's what I just really wanted to just reach out to anyone who is feeling a bit deflated, a bit negative, a bit like they might give up, or if you have got somebody in your organisation that's feeling like this, it's like a mindset thing. If you feel like you can't do it, you're absolutely right. If you feel like you can do it, again, you're right. We need to be working on our mindsets all the time to keep our mindsets really high. But also, I just want to say to someone, and this is something that I say all the time, and this is something that I've heard said before, is that if you give up on this opportunity, how are things going to improve for you? How would your life improve by giving up? It wouldn't. But how would it improve by carrying on with this? You've got everything to gain, nothing to lose, in my opinion. The only thing that you're using is your time, and you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone to talk to people. There are some very, very basic things that we stick to: speaking to 3 new people every single day until we've reached our goals. Doing your 3 social media posts if you're on social media to help build your attraction marketing, and getting the products in the hands of as many people as possible. So the best way is pamper parties, and you do that over and over and over and over again until you've got the income that you want. And that time is going to pass anyway, so why not be doing something that's going to potentially change your life? You're seeing the stories of so many people in this group where their lives are completely changed. Mine has dramatically changed over the last 2.5 years, but that is because I spoke to 3 new people a day, every single day, without fail, for 8 months until I got to Ruby, and then I had 2 days off for my 30th birthday. And then I spoke to people every single day again until I hit Emerald, and then every single day again until I got to Blue Diamond. And has just been duplicated, and I see so many people doing the same. And if you stick to these habits, you don't have to just hope that this is going to happen. It will happen. It's proven. Time and time again. You read any network marketing book, you speak to any of the leaders, not just in this group but across the Nu Skin community, and if you listen to any speakers from other network marketing groups, time and time again, it's speaking to contacts every day, getting the products into the hands of different people, and doing that persistently and consistently every single day over a period of time, and this will happen. That if it's not happening for you, you need to think, am I doing these things over and over again? If you are doing them over and over again and you're still not having success, then you need to be working on your mindset, and then perhaps you need to be speaking to someone in your support system just to check that you are sending the right kind of invites out, but that is some training that we're going to be doing. So I just really wanted to reach out to anyone that feels a little bit negative. We're early in the month, the 10th, and I just want to reach out to people and say, please don't be negative on the 10th of the month. You can literally turn anything around at this stage, and remember that whatever you do now over the next 20 days is our commissions for December as well. Everyone in this group deserves to have an amazing Christmas. Everyone can have an amazing Christmas. These are our Christmas commissions, so please let's make sure that we completely change our mindset. Let's get back to making our contact list. Let's get working through our circles of influence. Let's get booking pamper parties, and let's get walking and talking and have some fun and enjoy what we're doing, and make sure that we all have an amazing Christmas off the back of some amazing commissions because of the efforts that we've put in. Not be feeling sad and moping around because we've not put the effort in now, because it is only the 10th of the month. So I really hope that that's helped anybody on the call that's been listening. I am going to put some memory joggers in the groups just so we can really get digging deeper in our memories and writing those contact lists again, and have an amazing rest of the week and weekend, guys, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.